I always leave a thumbprint on the camera for some reason. There we go. Hi, how's everybody doing today? What's new? What's new? What's new? I'm getting ready. Let me say hi. If you want me to say hello, please make sure you've made a comment in the last like 30 seconds or so that I can pop out the participants. Oh, look, 2 thumbs down already. Thank you. Thank you for adding to my algorithm. How's everybody doing? I love that, people think thumbs downs actually are a problem when actually they just add. It might as well be a thumbs up because it's the same thing. It's just how many people have liked or disliked. It doesn't really matter. Hi, Emerald Skies. Okay, let me pop out the participants here and say hi to Ann Lewis, Seashell Surf, Aloha, Emerald Skies, Edie Murray, Joe Mama, Malka, good to see you, Marie Dunn, and Sherry Leach. How is now I want to go to live chat and I want to pop that out and pull it on over here. So, how's everybody doing? Hey, Joe Mama, how's things going? How's everybody doing today? All right. I got to open my window because it's getting warm in here. I got to remind Howie to, okay, now I got to make a list. Pool, turn it off. The heat anyway. Do I have slippers in the coach? That's all I need him. I've got everything packed and ready to go. Hey, Tina B. Sherry Leach, you're under a tornado watch. Oh God, no. Howie had to work today. He's got Friday off, but he had to work today, but he's now on his way home. So I have, we refill the 5-liter jugs of water. We take our own water with us. Because there is no hookup whatsoever. So I have to balance how much running water I use so that we don't fill the gray tank up too much. I have to balance how often I use the toilet in the coach. I'm taking my walking sticks. I plan on doing some walking. And we'll make sure we lift you up in prayer, Edie, and anybody else under tornado watches. I mean, we lift everybody up in prayer, right? But thank you for that, for letting us know. So I've got the steaks and the stuff that I bought packed and ready to go. And Howie is right now, well, he's already left the grocery store. He's like Speedy frickin' Gonzalez right now. Because he's like, okay. And it's like, he said, he phones me and says, what are you doing? I said, I'm working. He said, you're working? Howie says, Howie, I work 7 days a week. I got 3 channels, right? And I can't do any of my editing out there, right? I just don't have the internet for it. So, well, I've got walking sticks. So I'm going to take them because walking to the bathroom and then going up the bathroom steps, there's 3 steps with no railing. So my walking sticks will help me with more balance. I'm certainly not taking a walker. I haven't used the walker in years, so I'm just going to take my walking sticks. So there are those ones that look like ski poles almost, right? Oh yeah, Seashell, those videos that you put on Facebook are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You should be putting them on your channel just for, meditation moments or something. Put them to music and have meditation moments. So, here's the news. Once I'm going to set up a studio downstairs because the couch is gone from downstairs out of the living room because we sold it to Briar, right? It was a brand new couch. It had been used like 3 times. So we gave it to him for half what we paid for it. And so I'm going to get Howie to put a second handrail on the other side of the stairs so that I can go up and downstairs. And most of my live streams come fall are going to either be right here, or if it's here's Lisa Lou, she's changed her name again. Bye bye now. Um, Call me a liar all you want. I know that I walk in truth. So, you know, I, all your negativity, I wrap it in love and send it back to you because I don't need it. So, what was I saying? Oh, right. So my cousin Angie has sent me a green screen, and unfortunately, they tried to deliver it. Now I'm pretty sure it would have fit in one of those mailboxes, right? But I guess they tried to deliver it to my door, and I was in bed. And I'm amazed that Gracie didn't, because if they knocked, Gracie would have just leaped off the bed and freaked out. And they must have been here at like 8:30 this morning because I was still in bed. So, um, what was I going to say? You know what, Lisa Lou? Whatever I do in my off time is none of your business. Just like your opinion of me is none of my business, and I'm not going to wear it like a hair shirt. So be gone. Your negativity is not wanted here. And just because I was posting at 12:30 this afternoon on TikTok doesn't mean I didn't record it earlier. Thank you, Joe Mama. Green screen. Yeah, I don't want to focus on that crap. Um, so Angie sent me a green screen and they never delivered it. So they're taking it back to the post office and they're going to put a card in my box for me to go to the post office and pick it up. Depending on how soon we get out of here, I might be able to get it. But Howie's on his way home. So what I want to do is my patrons I do live readings for, right? And I'm going to change that over to once a week on I don't know if it's going to be Wondrous Wednesdays or Mystic Mondays. I don't know, but I'm going to be doing readings in Glamour, and once a month I'm going to be doing readings in Glamour. I'm building up a small studio in the basement. I'm only going to have to go down there 2 or 3 times a week. So because the couch is gone, I can put the green screen right on the back wall. I don't have room for it in here. You know what I mean? My arms are sore because I worked at our food bank. I bet you got a big workout, sweetheart. I bet you got a big workout. Oh, I'm glad. I wish I could take Motrin. I can't. I can't take ibuprofen or aspirin or any kind of anti-inflammatory. So, and no, I was out of my bed before 10 a.m. this morning. Why do I see? This is the negativity that we've been talking about. This is the kind of negativity that if you allow it. Hey, Carrie, how are you, darling? If you allow it to, it can preoccupy that part of your brain, and you don't want it to preoccupy you. So you wrap it in love and send it back like that. Hey, Mr. Bucky, how are you? Oh, well, you know what? You guys are in for a treat then, because I will be live streaming from tomorrow on across all 3 channels. Our Half Acre Homestead. I'm going to be trying to be fair. Our Half Acre Homestead and Life with the Volfies, because I'm not taking my entire work setup because I have to operate off of data when I'm at the track. So the live streams are going to be, they're going to be from my phone, but we're still going to have, okay, this is what's going on. Normally, I do Freaky Friday for patrons. And I'm going to be at the track. So everything is going to be public. Our Half Acre Homestead, there's going to be racing live streams. Same with Life with the Volfies. One is not going to be the same as the other because I'm not going to stream simultaneously from 2 channels. So it's going to be catch as catch can, but Freaky Friday is public tomorrow. I'm not going to be doing any dancing, and it's not going to be here. It's going to be in the coach, but we can still hang out and listen to some music and just be with. But that's going to be on Cooking with Cannabis. So keep your eye on Facebook, because Facebook is where I'm going to be sharing a, hey, I'm going live, right? I'm back in bed because I can and no justification needed. Exactly. Amen. So, no, it's not COVID. It's the other. Hey, Aspasia, how are you, darling? Um, what channel am I on over here? Let me just see something here. I don't remember what I just did here. Hang on a second. Anyway, hi, Marnie Ann. How are you, darling? So, yeah, because it's kind of like a free-for-all when I'm at the track because all I have is my phone to work with. I can take my laptop, which I probably should. I probably should take my laptop for Freaky Friday. Oh my God, how am I going to do that? Right, I got to pack that. I have to pack that. Damn, because I forgot. Briar has my tablet. I chopped, sliced. I can. Tomorrow's video is I can 9 pints of beans yesterday. And I also showed you how I made rice and beans because I had almost a pint left over. So I cooked that with my instant rice and onions to go with supper. So you're getting a canning beans video and showing you that I'm making supper as I'm working kind of thing. So 12 pounds of huge onions. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot. I didn't even get my kale picked. That's going to have to be, like, as soon as I come home from the racetrack, I'm going to be slammed. I'm going to be slammed with beans. I'm going to be slammed with more kale. I'm going to be slammed with, because I'm gone for 4 days. Right? I mean, yeah. Briar's going to be here because, you know, he's going to get rides to and from work from somebody else, but he's not picking my beans and my kale. He's just coming home and sleeping. You know what I mean? We are leaving for the racetrack while Howie's on his way home right now. And I've got food packed up. He's gone grocery shopping because we need other things like hot dogs and hamburgers because it's steaks, hot dogs, hamburgers, eggs, and bacon. And sliced tomatoes and you know, potato salad, that kind of thing. So he's on his way home. He's already done the shopping. He's on his way home. And he's got to pack up the coach. Like, I packed. This is the thing. I usually take. Wow, that's a great deal, Rosie. First time in 10 years, I'm getting overloaded with beans. You found seeds at Dollarama? Oh, I should go to Dollarama and like just clean up on the seeds for next year. Because I'm out. Remember all the seeds I had? I have almost none left. Because I shared a whole bunch and then I planted a whole bunch. I've got pepper seeds and I've got tomato seeds. Oh, and I've got pepper seeds, tomato seeds, some kale, like one more package of kale. I have celery and leeks. Everything else is just, right? So that's a shame. Beans are a staple in this house. Like, I still remember last year I bought a half a bushel and I canned those up. So I still have 12 to 16 cans of jars of beans left. So I figured I'm not buying any this year because, you know, money's tight, times are hard, you know, kind of thing. Not always, but anyway, oh, I'm on Top Chat. Shoot. So I'm just going to can, like, I probably got one more big picking coming out of those beans. So I will can them up. And then anything else, whenever I pick, unless I get enough for 6 pints, I'm just going to serve fresh beans for supper and then dehydrate whatever we don't eat. So, oh, I love them fresh too. You know what I love to do is drop them in boiling water till they turn that bright green. Like, just take the ends off, leave them whole. Drop them in the boiling water till they're bright green, and then drop them into garlic butter and pan sear them a little bit. Oh, so good. Makes me, no, it's been raining all day. I can't go out and work amongst the beans. Am I the only one who will only eat green beans if nothing else is available? Oh no, I love green beans. I love green beans. I've been a green bean eater my whole life. Just love green beans. Yet I've never had a green bean casserole because, like, I've never seen the French fried onions, and somebody's got to tell me how to make a green bean casserole because I'd like to do that at one point. So when Howie gets home, he's going to load up the food. And that takes specific instructions because one bag has eggs in it. And he's got to be careful with that bag. And then he's going to load up the 5 3-liter bottles. Are they 3 liter? 3 liter. Gallon. Whatever. 4 liter. 4-liter bottle. 5 4-liter bottles of our well water. He's filled the tank with our water, but that is for like washing dishes and stuff and flushing the toilet. And then he's got to take, that's what I was going to tell you. Normally I pack our clothes in laundry baskets, right? Because they're like little dressers on the go. But we have cupboards. But the laundry baskets don't fit in the cupboards. So you know what I did? I packed his clothes in one of those reusable big shopping bags, and I packed mine in one of those big reusable shopping bags so that mine will fit right into my bedroom cupboard and his will fit right into the closet in the hallway. Just a challenge what to make with canned beef from the food bank. Stew. Pour off the liquid. Make it into a gravy. Cook some carrots and onions and celery in some broth. Then when the carrots and the celery and the potatoes and the onions are cooked, pour the gravy in, thicken it up a bit, and then drop the meat in and then just bring it up to a heat and then serve. Stir fry. Mrs. V, you need to make asparagus and cook it with oyster sauce. Oh, I have oyster sauce. You mean like pan sear it with oyster sauce? Hmm. Shepherd's pie. Yep, there's one. That's a good, How do you cook it with oyster sauce, Carrie? Do you like pan sear it, or do you like just do what I do is blanch it, or throw it in the oven with a bit of garlic butter? Oh, that sounds delicious. Oh, right. Excuse me. Beef tips and noodles. There you go. There you go. Egg noodles, and throw in a can of mushroom soup or any kind of soup, or a can of beef gravy, and some caramelized onions, and throw that beef in there, and it's very good. Stir fry beef and onions and mushrooms and gravy over noodles, over egg noodles. That's the bomb. I've never even seen canned beef unless it's stuff I've canned myself. Another reason to have the window open. Excuse me. So, I've told y'all what I'm going to do with, I've got pork and goat and venison in the freezer. It has to be ground up and canned. I might can some of it in chunks for like my Yorkshire pudding pork pie. Oh, that's so good. Oh, can I ask why you change your autistic son charge? Okay, Miss Lucy Lou again. Can I just ask why you charge your autistic son for a couch, shopping, and borrowing your laptop? Okay. Here, I'm gonna answer that question once and for all. All right. My son is 28 years old. And he is not, he is, what do we call it now? ASD. Now has a full-time job, he has an apartment, and he has a cell phone, and he pays his bills. But when he works up here, all right, I have to drive him 5 miles to work, and then 5 miles home, and then 5 miles back, and then five. So he pays monthly for gas. He also pays to use my tablet. Why? Because his cell phone does not have data. And my tablet is on a shared data plan with what I'm streaming with right now. Now he uses that tablet at work because he can't use his phone there. All right, to check videos or check his mail or any of that stuff. And with that, he gets 10 gigabytes of data every month. So he's getting 10 gigabytes of data. He's getting rides to and from work with the exception of this weekend. All right. And the couch was brand new. And I paid $467 plus tax for that couch. And I charged him $200. And I don't charge him for gas to go shopping. Why? Because we go together. I take him once a week to go shopping, because when I go shopping and when he goes shopping is sometimes two different things. And when I take him shopping, where he wants to shop is 40 kilometers from here. So I have to go from here 20 kilometers to pick him up, take him another 20 kilometers to the store, and he pumps my gas for me. He doesn't pay for my gas. So I take him shopping. He gets rides to and from work and 10 gigabytes data with the use of my tablet, all for $50 a month. Now, Lisa Lou, please leave. I'm done. I'm never explaining myself again. Stop making me out like I don't do everything for my children, because my children are 28 and 33 years old. Do I help them out when they need it? Absolutely. Do they help me out when I need it? Absolutely, because that's what families do. But I'll tell you one thing. Doing everything and giving everything to our children has raised an entire generation of shiftless workers who want to be paid rather than to work for their money. Just saying. Okay? Now, I'm going to shed this. Where did that go? Okay, so did somebody get rid of her? Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to take a deep breath. And I'm going to take that thinly veiled bit of negativity, because this person has been coming to my channel, to all of my channels under different names, and saying the same shit over and over and over again. So I'm going to wrap that crap in love and harmony, and I'm going to go right back to that person. Because now I'm going to have to go back over all my channels and look at those names and delete them and block them from my channel. It's a pain, but that's exactly how it works. Thank you, Rosie Slade. He does pay his own way. That's my point, Jackie Moppet. He does pay his own way. Hey, back when things were tight, we borrowed $500 from him. And guess what? He got it back with 10% interest, because it took us a month to pay him. If we were paying him back the next day, he would have been fine. But he said, I'm going to charge you interest. I said, I have no problem with that. And I paid him 10% back. So don't tell me my kids, I don't do everything for my children, but I do help them. My method of helping Briar has made it so that he is capable of holding down a full-time job. He plays video games, he plays music, he pays his rent, he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't use drugs. Hell, he's not even medicated for his anxiety, social anxiety issues. But he is living life on life's terms. Why? Because that's how I raised him. So, anybody else ever want to talk to me about this again? My children are off limits. Just saying. Oh, I'm saving my energy eggs. I'm fine. I'm just saying that I don't understand why people think I'm a shitty mother, because when I lend him, I don't even have to lend him money. Because he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't do drugs, he doesn't have a girlfriend. The guy, he's banking most of his money, right? Like, so, not that that's anybody's business, but I'm telling you, he's not stupid. He just has, social anxiety issues. I thank you. So, I mean, both my sons work. And, Arthur's, well, he's actually got the day off today because it's raining where he is. And he's working, doing carpentry work. It's like construction work, but it's the finer stuff. So I did the same for my sons and daughter who are good adults today. Bev, you don't need to I'm not defending myself anymore. I'm not. She asked nicely. I know it was thinly veiled and I know who it is. But if she really wanted to know, that's what I'm telling her. But I'm not answering anything about my kids when it comes to that crap ever again. You know why? It's nobody's freaking business. Nobody's. Right? We have a system. I have a system with Briar. I have a system with Briar. And I take him shopping on Thursdays if and when I have the gas. Okay? I mean, it's that simple. And if I don't have gas, he'll put $10 in my truck for me. If I do have the gas, then it's my privilege to take my son shopping, because that's part of our connection. It's part of the time we hang out together, right? I'll take him up to the IGA in Chelsea, because that's the only place he can get his favorite soy milk. And I take him up there, and then if he hasn't put gas in my tank, then he buys me lunch, or he buys me Tim Hortons or something. We always have an exchange, and it's almost always pleasant. Oh, preps for my trip. Yes, absolutely. Hi, Ninja Clan. Hey, Angie. How's it going, sweetheart? Howie's on his way home, Angie, and we may be able to make it to the post office before it closes. Mind you, he's going to have to pull up on the side of the street with the motor coach, but we'll see, right? So I've put our clothes. I got my pills packed. Howie's responsible for his own pills. I got my pills packed and our clothes packed and my bedding, or fresh bedding fresh bedding and my pillows and my blanket, because his pillows and blanket are already out there. How many points of green beans are in a bushel? Points? Oh, you mean like pounds? I don't know. A bushel? I don't know. A bushel's really of green beans is really quite heavy. Probably 20 pounds. Probably 20, 25 pounds. Oh, how many pints? Probably 20. Well, okay, in a bushel, I'm going to say about 40. Because whenever I buy a bushel, I usually get 40 to 44 pints. So, hey, Marie, is it ints or eints? Long I or short I? Oh, we're going to have a wonderful time. I mean, it's not my favorite place to be, but it is, like, it's a pain in my butt to live in a coach with no hookup. but the weather is cooperating. It's going to be hot during the day and cool at night. And it's such a joy. It's such a joy to watch Howie just have fun. We're just gonna have fun. Hey, Chaos, how's it going, sweetheart? I'm gonna say yeah, but when I buy a bushel of beans, it's usually about 40, between 40 and 50 pints, depending on how small you snap them up. Like these ones, they were longer, right? But that's my first plus second picking of beans, by the way. The video you're gonna see tomorrow gave me 10 pints of beans, but 9 of them only got canned and 1 went into dinner. But I'm not buying beans this year just because I got a small picking and I dehydrated them. And then I started another picking and then I picked again the next day. And so I got a bigger picking. I probably got like a 2-gallon pail, like a peck almost. So 75 pints. Thank you, Rosie. It's been a while since I've canned a whole bushel of beans. I think I only did a half bushel last year. So yeah, so you might want to stock up on more jars. I mean, in an older video, I could probably tell you, but I'm getting ready because riding in the coach is stressful and painful for me. A little slow on the typing. Sometimes look like gibberish. It's okay, sweetheart. We read Chattanese. Aloha. How are you doing today, Seashell? And Joe Mama, are you resting enough? I mean, seriously, honey, rest. Excuse me. So yes, when the time comes, like I said to Howie, I don't need a studio right now. I was going to take the 1 bedroom at the bottom of the stairs, but Briar sleeps there on weekends. And when company comes, somebody else will sleep in the back bedroom down there. But since the couch is gone, I've got this big, beautiful living room down there that I can use. I can staple the green screen right to the wall. And I can set it up so that I don't have to move anything. So we'll see. We'll see what's coming down the pipe. And once a month on Life with the Volfies, I will do a live stream in full glamour doing tarot cards, oracle cards, tarot cards, whatever's going on. I'll have my crystal ball. We'll have a wonderful time. It'll be fun, right? It'll be all in fun. And I'll have the green screen on the background, and who knows what magical things I can put on the background. It will be fun. It really will, right? So, got plenty of jars and lids. Oh, I'm glad. Just don't overdo it, okay, Joe Mama? I know, you know, you're trying to get ready for what's coming down the pipe, but please, 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 if you don't rest and re-energize yourself and get grounded and centered again, it's going to take a lot more out of you than you have to give. So please, please, please balance, my love. Get rest. My station is growing. What station? Oh, you mean this channel? I think we're at 1190, which is cool. And I am balancing most of my work. We only use Cooking with Cannabis for Freaky Friday because I couldn't do that on any of my channels. I would get probably a strike or copyright, all that stuff. And I don't need those on my channels, right? Hey, Robin Rose, how's it going? Oh, good, Joe Mama. I'm glad to hear it. Hey, Tanya. Waiting for your bean canning video, just learning. It's coming out tomorrow. And then you're not going to get any more videos for close to a week, except for live streams, because we're going on our honeymoon anniversary, our anniversary honeymoon at the racetrack. So I said, hey, Howie. And he said, yeah, because he's apt to forget in the excitement of racing on Friday night, all day Saturday, and part of Sunday. He said, yeah. I said, Saturday's our anniversary, eh? And he goes, oh, that's right. Yeah. And I said, just so you know, because I wanted to make sure that he had this weekend as my anniversary gift. But it's also part of my mother-in-law's anniversary gift. You know what I mean? And so between me and mom, this is a very expensive weekend. So Ganter has a question about her cabbage rotting from the stem. Okay. My cabbage is rotting. You should put Bev in capital letters. Rotting from the stem up. I've never had that happen. Are they getting adequate drainage? Or are they getting eaten at the ground level by slugs? Because the only thing I can think when I hear rotting, I think from the ground up, I'm thinking it's way too much moisture and not adequate drainage. So thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much. That is my first tip on Life with the Volfies. Lisa, do you want me to pull a card for you? Our 35th anniversary is on Tuesday. Oh, see, we know we married the right men, didn't we? Slugs got mine. Some kind of boring insect at the stem, but rotting? Like the boring insect would kill the whole plant, but if it's rotting at the stem, it's rotting at the stem. I'm thinking it's less moisture or more moisture. You're welcome. You're quite welcome. I hope it helps. I haven't grown cabbage in a couple of years. So, Lisa Martin, would you like me to pull a card for you? If so, pick the moon or the stars. And I will do you a 1-card reading. Maybe Bourbon. Hey, Suburban, please go out and come back in. That's what I'm thinking, because there's been a lot of rain. And I'll be chopping all my kale down when I get home, but then I'm going to plant more, because I've got this idea. I'm going to make it into powder, yes, but most of it I'm going to shred in strips and chop, and then so that they're, there's no really big pieces, and then I'm going to dehydrate them, and I'm going to throw that crap in soups and everything, right? So, I mean, have I heard back from Lisa Martin? I guess not. I guess she doesn't want a card pulled. Well, thank you for the support. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, there she is. When my cabbage did that, it was at the stem. It was what at the stem? Hey, Anajai, how's it going? Did I say it right, Anajai? Or is it Angie? Hey, Timothy, how's it going? Welcome to a live stream on Life with the Volfies. Now, for people just getting here, I'm letting you know that, yes, thank you, Carrie Ramsey. Saturday is our 28-year anniversary. And people, I get it mixed up because July the 4th is our Jump the Broom anniversary. And that was 31 years this year. So, Anajai rhymes with chai. Anajai, okay. That sounds pretty. What's pull a card mean? These are oracle cards. So I could pull one of these and do a reading, and if it resonates with what's going on in your life, great. If it doesn't, it's all in fun, right? Well, that's how I do it, because Howie hates kale. But he has learned to really enjoy more and more. So the other day I made homemade chicken noodle soup, because when Nan was here, I made homemade chicken noodle soup and I made homemade noodles. And that's another video I'm going to do. Um, and I've got to make a list. I'm going to take some time this weekend to actually organize my stuff. Oh, yes, stars. All right. Stars it is. I'm going to turn this light on. And this is Working Your Light Oracle cards. So, let's just see what they have. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Oh, you got 3 cards. All right. And that's fitting because you did tip me almost $5. Okay, your bottom card, which sets your bottom card, which sets the tone. It's the base on which all 3 other cards are basing their answers on. Does that make sense? So this card says, I'm going to pull this one out because this is your base card. I have no fingernails. Okay. Your base card, which all other things are going to tie into, is Warrior Woman. And it says, have you answered your deepest calling? Now, that's a direct question to you. Have you answered your deepest calling, Warrior Woman? So these are in this order. Okay. So now remember, that one's supposed to be inverted. Right. Okay. Now, you are Warrior Woman. Okay, you're being asked, when are you going to fulfill your calling? Why haven't you answered have you answered your deepest calling? And this card says your guidance is divinely guided, which means you should be listening to your deepest calling. It is divinely guided. Does that make sense? Okay. And this one is, I don't know how to pronounce Pleiades. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So part of your calling is to uplift humanity. And how do we uplift humanity? By vibrating love, right? Because anytime we vibrate love, we raise the vibrations of everyone around us, including ourselves. Now, this card came inverted, and it is break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future, but this is inverted. And what that's telling me is that these ancestral patterns and healing and rewriting of the future are not going to be easy. It's going to be pretty painful. Okay? But have you answered your deepest calling? You should, because your calling is divinely guided. And you have a double mission. You're going to channel love and uplift humanity. And it's going to be hard on your ancestral patterns with your family. That's going to be an issue with your family. I don't know if any of that made sense, but that's what they told me for you, Lisa. Oh my God. Now what? Wait till Howie finds out what? Wait till, oh my God. Does Howie know you sleep till 12 every day? Does Arthur and Mel know about your fake gift and stealing money? Wow. You just need to go away. I don't know what the hell is your problem, person, but I hope you get it looked after. And I mean you only love and only joy. Please take your negativity wrapped in light and love and take it back. I don't want it Doesn't belong to me. It's got nothing to do with me. I know it's the same person. It's the same person over and over and over. Okay, so did any of that make sense to you, Lisa? Did any of that make sense to you? So that's kind of, now listen. Once a month, when my studio down the basement is set up, and I have the green screen, and if I can figure out how to live stream with the green screen behind me, we're gonna have some fun. And that's why I do a reading whenever someone tips me, because it goes right back into what's coming up. Now that's going to be once a month, because it's a lot of work for me to get. Hi, Betty. Hey, Jean. It's a lot of work for me to get into full glamour and character. Now, someone said they'd love to see me in like a Wild West character or whatever. When I say character, I'm not talking about television characters. I'm talking about the characters that want to come out that day while I'm reading. So it'll all depend on what color I'm wearing and what vibration I'm in and all that fun stuff. Don't go where? Don't go where, Joe Mama? You say you want a revolution. Well, you know, how's it going, revolution? I love how you keep challenging yourself and helping your content channel to grow. Go you. Well, thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the reading, Lisa. How do we tip? Yeah, it's super chat. That's all it is. And if you want me to pull a card, and you have a specific question, then you give me the question in the super chat along with which deck you want me to use, Starlight or Moonlight. And I just call them Starlight and Moonlight because I don't like to say dark and light, because the moon has its own light, right? So that's how I do that. And Cousin Angie has sent me an actual tarot deck, a really ancient, well, the deck itself isn't ancient, but it's one of the oldest printed tarot decks around. And the books. So I'm going to be studying them. But it takes me time once I get cards. Well, hello. Somebody come to visit today. Are we going for a ride in the coach? Are we going to go to the racetrack? You going to, oh, she's so excited. She is a racetrack dog. The sound does not bother her. And there's going to be fireworks this weekend. Oh, my baby. Oh, my baby. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And yes, because every day when I wake up, the first person I phone is my husband. And he knows. It's like noon. I'm just getting out of bed. And it happens. It happened twice this week. The first 2 days after Mom went home, because I was exhausted. And he's like, well, you must have needed it then. That's all. My husband is completely supportive. Like I said to him in the patrons live stream, he came home early and I said, oh, Angie's sending me a green screen. And then I'm trying to think of how it's going to work in here. It's not. Right? It's not. So I'm going to, I said, well, with the couch gone, I should use the living room downstairs and make it a studio, and I can set it up and leave it set up. And he went, there you go. I got a great husband, guys. Don't think anything that you think you could tell my husband about me and he wouldn't already know, because we keep nothing from each other. Absolutely nothing. So that's life, right? The kisses to Gracie. I know she's not if. Oh yeah, I'll get it figured out. Thank you, Angie. We were talking about the power of words. You got to be really careful. There's a reason. Now, I know I said I was on this with the patrons live stream, but this is public, so there's a lot of people who haven't heard this. Hi, Jake Parker. How are you today? I'm doing great. Skippy Jones, how's it going? When I get it all figured out, and the basement's is a cooler place, so I don't have to worry about. I have to go shopping at Dollarama, and Dollar Tree. I need some feather boas and stuff. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. My hubby is the same way, very supportive, loves me warts and all, as they say. Well, yeah. I mean, this all started with the racing car. This all started with him getting into racing and me seeing how much joy it gave him. And in the last 2 years, I've been going through, a gauntlet to get to this point in my awakened state. Now, you can poo-poo that all you want. That's okay. It's obviously not for you. But know this. Everybody on this planet has a job to do. Okay? And in the next 15 months, things are going to get a little wild. All right? But save your seeds. Make sure you plant and can what you can and all that stuff, because a year or two down the road, things are going to be massively different than the way they are now. And so I've spent 2 years running a gauntlet, pulling away and scraping away most of the negative self-images, the negative internal monologue, all of these things. Hello? Oh, you're home. Hi, darling. You taking my rocking chair? Yeah. Awesome. Oh, Daddy's home. So, but I've spent 2 years and people saw it. People thought I was losing my mind because I went from this ranting, raving conspiracy theorist, right? Who made Alex Jones look sane, right? To scraping off all the interference that I have been wearing my whole life. People's opinions of me, my own lack of knowledge, my own lack of not being able to find my inner light. And I battled with that for 2 years, and people thought I was going crazy. I believe to speak it, you need to reiterate yourself first. Stops a lot of words that can't be taken back. Absolutely. If it's slower, you can get boosters for the internet. Just found that out for my 13-year-old granddaughter. I'm not sure if I can here. I'm not sure. I got one once. I just don't know how it works. Right? But there was a light switch moment, or was it a slow, gradual change? As someone who has only recently discovered you, I only know this version of you. Well, it's only going to get better as I progress towards U.S. homesteading in high heels, moonlight. Will I ever get my crap together? It's been a gradual thing. It's been something I have known. I'm shuffling the cards here for you. These are my moon cards, and I still consult the book with these. Where is the book? Because there's different phases of the moon. So thank you so very much for that. So I'm just going to shuffle these cards until they pop out. And I'll talk to you while I shuffle these cards. I'm answering the question. If you go back far enough in my videos, I removed most of my rant videos because sometimes I was like a crazy person, right? And it was me, my entire life. My gifts have been suppressed by family because they were pretty strong when I was a kid, apparently. And so my father capped it off. With the whole family and by society. And then when I moved to Quebec for some reason, it started coming back to me. But then I stopped and I put it away for about 18 years because I knew that I wasn't mature enough spiritually to handle some of the stuff that I was playing with. So now, thank you, Jean. Thank you. I can send you my granddaughter. Okay, I missed something there. Monsanto rant was that? Oh, you mean is that the one on Parliament? Whoa, there we go. Look at that. Okay, the bottom card. Now this is the way these came. And yeah, okay. This is the way these came, and the bottom card is. Okay, your question, Moonlight, is, will I ever get my shit together? The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Now, I don't know what the Capricorn part means. All I know is I'm a Capricorn. But end of a tough cycle, full moon. Full moon means results, forgiveness, and gratitude. Okay? So the end of a tough cycle for you is approaching, and but it's all going to be okay because the results are going to be about gratitude and forgiveness, and you're going to get results. All right. Now that's the base card. End of a tough cycle approaches. Right. This one's inverted. Step out of your comfort zone. North node. Now I've got to look up what North node means, and it is inverted. So what that means for me is that stepping out of your comfort zone is going to come at a price. It could be people thinking you're nuts, or you making decisions for you that people don't agree with, but you are going to you need to step out of your comfort zone, and it's going to be a particularly rough ride, but you'll be okay. All right, so that one was inverted. What does the North node mean? Okay, the thing with cards is, okay, I'll tell you after, all right? Next is you and your loved ones are safe. Full moon in Cancer. Full moon means results. Okay, Tina B. Okay, results. And thank you, by the way. It means results, forgiveness, gratitude. That's the full moon. And you and your loved ones are safe. Be grateful for that. Okay? And you may want to look at some relationships that need some forgiveness on both sides. But remember, forgiveness does not mean what they did to you is okay. You're not saying what they did to you is okay. You're just not going to let it affect you from this point on. Okay? And your final card is inverted. And it's a mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. Now, let's look up this. Usually, weird moons, special moon cards. Wild cards mark standout, sometimes unexpected situations. They are new moon eclipse. I think mutable moon's on here. Yes, it is. Okay, so these cards, when it says a special moon card, the wild cards mean it's got to stand out. Something's coming, an unexpected situation. Okay, so nothing is set in stone. There's some stuff coming down the pipe that you are going to absolutely have to deal with. But guess what? You are going to deal with it, and it's going to be okay. But it's going to be a rough ride for you and your family. Especially for you, because there's going to be family out there that doesn't want to see the tough cycle end. I know it sounds weird, but there are people out there that would rather argue than just keeping their mouths crap. I don't know where that came from, but does that make any sense? Who was that for? Homesteading and high heels. Okay, that was for homesteading and high heels. And now we're going to pull a general card for Tina B. All right, Moonlight. Pennies in a stream. This is for Tina B. Falling leaves of sycamore. Moonlight in Vermont. All right. I'm going to give these an extra shuffle. Hey, Steven, how's it going, sweetheart? Okay, come on. Tina B wants a general moonlight reading. All right. If I don't drop some soon, I'm gonna do an arc. No, All right. It's being stubborn, Tina. Okay, so I'm going to pull 2 because 2 is what everybody's been getting. All right, let's fold these back up and look at the bottom card. Now remember, the bottom card is where it's going to set the tone for the other 2 cards, okay? It's your base card. And it says, and it's a third quarter moon, adjustments are required, okay? And that's a third quarter moon. So let's look at our moon phase. Reevaluate, balance, and trust. So adjustments are required for you to evaluate the balance in your life and some trust issues. Okay? So having said that, this card is inverted and it's time to release negativity. But because it's inverted and it's a full moon, so full moons means gratitude, results, and forgiveness. But it's going to be hard. Okay? It's time to release negativity, but it's not going to be easy. Okay, somebody's card was spilling over into this because there are people in your life that's not going to let go of the negativity with you. You understand? You can let go of it, but they are not going to. And you have to make a decision on whether you want to walk away from that or not. I don't know if that makes any sense. And this one is right. It's a mutable moon, which means it's a wild card. Come on. It's a special card moon, and that means something unexpected. Something's going to stand out, and there's going to be new situations. Nothing is set in stone. So in other words, no matter what you're going through and what you're going to go through with these adjustments in your life that are resulting around forgiveness and gratitude and results, nothing's set in stone yet. That means when you have your balance and you've got it the way you want it, then you can set it in stone, right? Hey, how's it going? North and South nodes can be in Capricorn, Leo, and Aries. Okay. Okay, well, I'm still studying, right? I'm still studying the cards. Right now, I'm going on what the book's telling me and my intuition. So I hope, Tina B., that made some sense to you. Interesting. A lot of it definitely applies to things in my life right now. Some of it, I hope shit isn't what I fear it may be, but glad to hear it will work out. Study mode on. Yes, I know. Gotta go. Okay, Carrie. Howie's home, which means I have to pack up. I have to help him organize and pack up. And I'm going to take these with me just so that I can read. So that I can read into the books. I really love this set, but I'm really not happy with the Illuminati kind of. It's not that I'm not happy. I choose to ignore the Illuminati symbolism in this. So, listen. We've been on here for an hour. And your guys are going to get live streams across this channel, Our Half Acre Homestead, and Freaky Friday, if I can manage it. So now comes the part where we close with a spiritual prayer and push of light to the world. If you don't want to share, you use your faith to power your light. But if you don't want to share in this part, that's fine. There is no judgment, no negativity if you want to leave. That's cool. That's absolutely your right to do so. Okay? For the rest of us, I say this because this gives time for people to leave. All right? For the rest of us, I don't know how out of touch we are with our prayers at the end, but what I like to do is I like to say a prayer, and then I like to ask us all to link hearts and hands so that when God fuels us with light, we are a connected closed circuit and we can multiply that light and push it out to the world because we've already uplifted each other here, right? So, okay, Anna Lewis, take care, honey. Thank you very, very, very much. We'll have a one. You're going to see me this weekend because they are all public. All the streams are public this week. God help me. All right, for all those who care to. Now we've dropped down to 66 people, so I think all those people have left that wanted to leave. All right, so let's take a nice deep breath. Remember, as deep as you can get it in, like you are going to smell the most beautiful roses you've ever wanted to smell or flowers you've ever wanted to smell in your life. And then we're going to blow out 70 candles. Okay? So, figure that. All right? Oh, Creator, Creator of all, Great Spirit, Source of all. Hey, God, how's it going? We come together today to lift each other up, to love and support each other as we struggle with the things that are always at our brains and our hearts these times, while these times are going on. And we've got friends, God, that we want to lift up to you that are alone or full of anxiety or frightened or neglected, rejected, addicted. Some of our friends are battling cancer. Some of them are battling mental illness. We ask you, God, we lift them up to you, and we ask you to pour the healing light of your love down on these people so that they can move forward in the light of your love and face whatever comes down the pipe. We lift those people up to you, God. Now, God, I ask that you fill us with the light of your love as we link hearts and we link hands and we create a closed circuit. And as the light floods us all simultaneously, it begins to circle in a ball of light that builds and builds and builds, and we are the conduit for that light. And when the light gets too bright, we push it out in a big beam, and what that beam does is it creates a beautiful, bright, iridescent soap bubble for anybody who needs to shelter under. People who are having a hard time finding their light, people who are having a hard time knowing where they belong can shelter there. But the negative Nellies, the dark, vicious workers, they bounce off. We can see them, we can even hear them, but they don't count because they can't get through. Amen. Namaste. Shalom. Merry meet. Miigwech. Blessed be. Whatever your salutation is, know that when we come together and we link hearts and we call out to our faith, we are heard. Take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know which channel it's on, probably Freaky Friday. Okay? Mwah! Take care, God bless. But watch for racing videos too, live racing stuff, because that's all I'm doing this week is live. This weekend is live, all the way to Monday. Take care, God bless. And remember, folks, when someone shoots negativity at you, you don't have to wear that like a hair shirt. Wrap it in love, light, and good intentions, and give it back. It's not your shit to wear. Take care. God bless. I love you guys.